Live from the Spill Studios, located behind a liquor store off the I-35 interchange, and before a live studio audience.
Oh, yeah.
It's time once again for a couple of cold ones with Corey and Carlisle.
Well, these motherfuckers are tired, too. You know what I mean? Normally we say before a live studio audience, people are like, yay! And people just like, yeah, fuck it.
Like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Man, the Spill party for 2009, oh, now they want to step in. Look at you motherfuckers. We'll go ahead and let these dudes get settled in first. We have a house full of people, boy. How many of y'all? Oh, yeah, it was 4 of y'all who were gone. I thought, man, now how many people do we have here in the house? It's about
We now have 12 of us.
12. Shit, man. The Spill party went off.
And they smell like the fucking Dirty Dozen is what they smell
man,
like.
we just, look.
Jesus.
It's been going on all weekend. The Spill party for 2009, bitches, was a huge success, man. We actually. Oh, yeah, man. And here to show you that it was a huge success, these motherfuckers followed me home. It's like having a lost puppy or something. They are at my house. We have 12 people who did not want to leave the bar. I was just joking. I said, well, shit, do y'all want to come back and hang out at my place? We're going to record. Yeah! And I was like, oh, fuck, man. All right, shit. So
So your ass calls me up at 2:30 in the fucking morning going, hey, what you doing?
Yeah, that's right, man.
Masturbating?
Shit.
What do you think I'm doing? It's Sunday night.
If I got to suffer, somebody going to suffer with me. So we got a live audience here. So tonight what we're going to do is we're going to get through this kind of fast. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do like the top five like we always do.
Which rocks this week.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, shut the fuck up back
Who the
there.
fuck is talking during my goddamn fucking podcast? I will bust some fucking skulls.
Y'all fucked up? We ain't joking. Be quiet. Shut the fuck up, Nick. Shit, we ain't fucking with you, man.
See, dude, that's what happened. Fucking Nick fucking Hodges. You let him in a few podcasts, and he thinks every time the tape is rolling that he can fucking talk.
Come in here just comfortable, just doing the opposite of what you tell him to do. And
Motherfucker.
Nick about Nick, tell Nick to be quiet. Nick, excuse me, can you be quiet? And he's still talking. No, he's about as skinny as a fucking rake, and he's still trying to talk shit. Be quiet back there, Nick. Nick looking at me like, I can whoop your ass. You can't tell me what to do. Keep fucking with me, Nick. You ain't making it back to jolly old England. You keep on with this shit. That fucking Oliver Twist looking ass. So anyway, listen. But did y'all have a good time at the party? Yeah. Yeah, man. No, seriously.
No, see, you know what? That's a bad sign, man. If they're able to respond at all, it was not that good a fucking party.
Shit, it's good enough that it is Monday night. Now, we told y'all the party went from
Monday morning.
It's Monday morning. Shit, we told you the party went probably unofficially from Friday night until Sunday, and it ended with the picnic. We are at my place at 3:30 in the goddamn morning, and the party's still going. I mean, we ain't stopping. There's people here who said, you know what? We're just going to go to your place and go to the airport right after. The fuck sleep. We ain't even sleeping. Except for my man Orlando over here who just looked at man Orlando, they just drug you out here. You did not want to be here, did you?
Yeah, man. I really did want to come, so kind of bought my ticket at the last minute, but I mean, hey, I'm here. I had a wonderful time, and man, I'm tired.
And you can even tell him, like, he's like, man, I bought my ticket. I'm here, but fuck it, I gotta be going, man. But anyway, man, we're glad that you guys are here. There's some people going to be here until probably Tuesday or Wednesday. And yeah, next year when we do this, you got to come here, people. As you see, the party's still going. I mean, it's Monday night and Monday morning, and we still.
And these motherfuckers won't fucking leave.
In fact, we brought more alcohol in here. It's like we got to drink at the bar, and one guy's like, hey, look, man, I got some rum. I'm not going to drink. And we're all like, gimme. Yeah, it's right here in front of him. He brought Cokes for mixers and shit. Yeah, the party's still going. So next year, we got big plans. I'll talk about that in another podcast. You got to join us. But right now, it's time for the
Top 5, brought to you by Spill.
And a bunch of motherfuckers in my goddamn house right now.
You played like you didn't fucking drive him over here.
I know, I led him over here. I was the main one time, but don't leave me yet,
And
please.
you can tell how wasted some of these people are because they find that shit funny.
He is fucking off his ass right now. Now, what's your name on the site? Tell people.
My name is Macho Hervey. You could call me Macho.
Macho, you can call him fucked up right there. That's what you can call him. He's laughing at every.
Call me that too.
He's laughing at every fucking thing we say. It's time for the top 5. Top 5 is crazy. So, anyway, man, we're going to try and get out of here in an hour. So let's go ahead and get this thing going. At number 5.
Number 5.
Julie and Julia.
Still holding in there.
Still, them bitches still holding on in there. My man loves it over there. See, I ain't going to even tell you to be quiet because I can tell you're fucked. You've been riding your bicycle all around Austin and shit. But yeah, Julie and Julia, man, brought in $59 million so far. This weekend, it brought in $9 million alone. Not bad for a movie that just came up out of nowhere, especially a movie about Julia Childs. Who gives a fuck about Julia Childs? Apparently, a lot of
everyone without a penis. That's what it is. It's like every other movie is all about shit blowing up, and this is the one movie where it's like, here, we're going to make some really nice food.
Did you see the movie?
I haven't seen it.
It's actually
This
enjoyable.
shit didn't blow up in it. What the fuck do I care?
No, they blew up a cake. If you want to see that shit.
No, I just haven't had a chance to see it yet.
No, it's actually good. And Meryl
That's
Streep.
what I hear.
Yeah, Meryl Streep. She will. If there's nothing that comes out better than her performance, she will. Not only is she gonna be nominated, but she would probably win.
She's Meryl Streep. Of course she's going to
Yeah.
be nominated. If she breaks wind in a movie, they fucking give her an Oscar nod.
And the best nominee for best queef from a girl. Who
Well,
played
it better
Julia
be from a
Childs.
girl. Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Let's go to
Number 4.
The Time Traveler's Wife, which has been out for what?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Has brought in $37.4 million so far.
And looks to be a possible TV show.
It does look like some Lifetime shit.
No. They're
Oh, you're talking
they're-
about they're gonna make it a TV show?
They're looking at making it into a TV show, based on the book that this was based on.
Did you even know this movie was coming out?
Yeah, it's been delayed for a long time. It's been I heard about it, God, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and then they just kind of dropped it out in the middle of August,
Yeah,
and then they didn't screen it for us.
And it brought in $10 million this year. So I mean, this week, I'm fucked up too. I'm not going. Okay, look, don't let me lie to you. I've been drinking all night
because I didn't know that already.
Hey man, I'm around alcoholics. Apparently, they're a bad influence on me. So I'm a little fucked right now. I'm trying to read this, but the Time Traveler's Wife. They want to make that to a TV show.
Yeah,
Why?
because there's probably money in it, I would assume.
But what they gonna do with that shit?
Have you seen the fucking movie?
No, I haven't.
Then what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just mad at this shit because it looked like
Jesus
some weak
Christ.
shit.
A time travel TV show in the era of Lost? Oh no, why would they possibly do that?
Yeah, but it's a time travel movie that's like a romantic film too. What's he gonna do? Like go to different periods and fuck people? I mean, and that'd be a good movie right there.
No. The whole thing is that it's about a guy who bounces around within his own life and and keeps showing up at different periods of time. And it's about this relationship he has with this woman where he keeps appearing, from different periods and having, romantic interactions with her.
I still like my idea about going to different periods and fucking people, but that's me.
You think?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
You think that might be a Corey Coleman production?
starring Corey Coleman.
Yeah,
Shit, I want
you think?
to. I want to fuck a cave woman. So anyway, let's go ahead and go to
Cave something.
go to number 3.
You've screwed a couple of caves from what I've seen.
Man, number
It's
3.
like throwing a hot
number
dog
3.
down
God
the
damn it,
hallway.
number 3.
Number 3.
G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. And Cobra's still rising. It's brought in. Okay, the movie.
The rise of someone.
I got 10 inches of Colorado black snake for you.
Hot dog down a hallway.
Tubuku. No.
Ain't no goddamn.
We're trying to get out of here in a goddamn hour, man. Shit, now go on and talk about this shit.
Well, then don't try to do a podcast drunk, dumbass.
G.I. Joe, don't encourage me, you dumb motherfucker. Shit, you know I'm fucked up. You're the dumb one right now. Shit, you don't enable me. I won't talk shit if you
I
don't
have no
encourage me.
problem making you look like an ass in front of people.
Oh no, you ain't got no problem with that, and believe me, you do that very good on your own. And you ain't even drunk. I got an excuse. What's yours, motherfucker? Shit. Now look at these people back there. Like you ain't never seen nothing like this before. This is all the shit that gets cut out. You get to see it live. No, G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra. Man, for a movie that they tried to bury, it has made $120 million.
They didn't try to bury it.
Man, well, it's the one that they didn't give screenings for, except for the people who would say good things about it. Yeah,
No, they didn't want a whole mess of critics to see it, but they didn't try to bury it. They advertised the shit.
The thing
out of it.
is, you were saying, now you said yourself that they were scared of this film. That like
They were
terrified.
They were
of it.
terrified because they
Yeah.
were terrified of critic reviews and they were terrified it was going to tank. And then people had a great fucking time with it.
For a movie that they were scared of wasn't going to do that well. The movie not only got, even if it was like backhand criticism about the film, people said it's okay. It's not terrible.
Well, there wasn't backhanded criticism. I mean, most everyone said the same thing. You know, it was big, dumb fun. But the point is,
That ain't backhanded to you. This
no,
movie's stupid, but
the
it's
movie
all right.
wasn't trying to be smart. It wasn't an attempt to make a high-minded film. It was an attempt to blow shit up and entertain 13-year-olds and their dads, and they did it.
I think what they were
fucking
trying to
rocks.
do here also is that, and I think this is what's going to be kind of shitty. Like I don't have anything against the movie doing well, but I think it's one of those films where they were saying we're going to see how well movies will do without having to give a screening to all these people, maybe select critics, maybe to none. And this movie is one of those films that prove that they don't really need us to talk about the film. And these things go in cycles until the next cycle comes around.
Not, because you look at the film that is it's most like, which is Transformers.
Was it Transformers,
2,
yeah.
and it's better than Transformers 2, but it's done half the money in the same amount of time.
Which is good
so
for a movie
say
that
what
came
you
out in
will.
August, you know. So
You know.
yeah, no, it's not. It's hey, good for the movie, whatever. I still am worried about this new model that they're trying to do with it, but whatever. You know, it's going along that way, and these things are cyclical anyway. So anyway, number 2.
Number 2.
Now talk about a movie that's kind of a sleeper hit here, District 9. This movie just kind of came out of nowhere.
I disagree. They've advertised the shit out of it. They've been talking about it all summer. You can't go into a movie theater without seeing stickers that say "For Humans Only." They've got advertising all over the
They
place.
did that shit at the last minute.
It's just,
though.
but it's a low budget film.
Yeah.
I mean, it cost $30 million, and it made its production budget back opening weekend.
Well, this movie has been known amongst internet people, a lot of geeks and whatnot, and it's one of those movies that they said they start talking about it late, and they were saying, okay, District 9, this is a movie nobody really knows anything about. They're giving us teasers. Could it be a hit? Could it not be a hit? It might just go away. I don't even think there was a lot of faith in this film until it started like progressing a little more, like within the few weeks that it was approaching. Well, and whether you disagree or not, I mean, I'm happy to see the movie do well because I think this is probably my favorite movie this summer.
Great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Now, it had a big drop this week. It dropped about 60%, but that's to be expected.
It dropped 50%, 49.4. I'm looking at the drop right here. It dropped 49. It's pretty much 50%. It had a 50%.
No.
drop.
That's from one day to the next, not the next. That's not weekend to weekend. It had about a 60% drop from what I read. Anyhow, point is, it
Yeah,
was
I'm looking at something here. That
It was
says
effectively
54 and 50,
counter-programmed
so-
against another geek film. So it had the same. It was another rated R film this weekend that took the number 1 spot, and that is.
Inglourious Bastards.
That's right.
The one that that title's fucking people up everywhere. Man. So I've seen so many misspellings of this shit because they misspelled the movie anyway because there's another Inglourious Bastards already out there.
But this is what, $43 million this weekend?
It brought in 37.
$37 million.
37.6.
It is Quentin's biggest opening to date.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of
Kill Bill.
Yeah, it's paid off with him not having been around for a while. I mean, he did Death Proof, but everybody's been waiting for that Quentin Tarantino movie that he has on his own. And I like the movie. I know you loved it. I didn't love it as much as you did, but I'm happy to see the movie do well. I think it's my favorite movie that he's done since Jackie Brown. And I wasn't
Well, that's
raving
because
about
you
this.
didn't like Grindhouse all that much, and you really hated Kill Bill.
I know I did not hate Kill Bill. I just was not crazy about Kill Bill. I actually like Kill Bill.
You
too.
gave us a lot of shit for liking Kill Bill.
I didn't give y'all shit. I just said, you know what? I think you guys recognize all these pop culture references, and the movie's for you. It's not for me. That movie was a mishmash to me. But I like Kill Bill too. And yes, I hated Death Proof. I hated Death Proof with a passion, except for the car chase. But I like this movie. And you know what's funny is we told people, hey, I give this movie a matinee, which means it's good. And people it either went two ways. People are like, wow, you really hate Quentin Tarantino, do you? And all his movies. Or people are saying, okay, the movie's bad. You said it's bad. I'm not
Did
going
you
to go
or
see
did
it.
you not give Twilight a matinee?
And what's the so?
That's exactly why people. I don't know why people do. Why?
Well,
because you fucking gave it the same rating as Twilight.
Yeah, people are fucking stupid if they don't know you judge a movie based on what it is. Not every movie is the same. I'm not going to judge a movie like Toy Story the same as I'm going to judge Inglourious Bastards, because they're two different fucking movies, and people can understand it, and they're fucking dumb. So that's that.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest tonight, alcohol.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest tonight, assholes.
When is the show not assholes?
When you're not around. Anyway, hey man, good to see you tonight, man. You came over late, and I'm happy that you actually came up to do this. I mean, you didn't have to do this. People don't realize that when we record, we started doing this saying, you know what, you're up late and I'm up late. Mm-hmm. We've done this starting at 4:00 in the morning sometimes.
Yep, we sure have.
Yeah, people don't realize that you don't know
because you and I both work Sunday nights. That's when our week starts.
Yes.
So I'm usually up writing, and I had finished my writing. I was sitting around just kind of surfing, wasting some time, and you called up, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll make some money.
I actually thought you were going to say, it's a last minute thing. I can't make it, but I do appreciate you coming by, and especially having the live audience that we're in front of. And because we have a live audience here, I think that instead of doing email tonight, and we can do this later, we can talk about some other things if you have something, because I don't have an agenda tonight, but we can take questions from the people here. So the fuck is over? We can take questions from the audience. Hey, I got a good one. Well, that's before you got here. That's what you get for coming in late. Well, y'all going to the Tiger Mart. What the fuck? Where did y'all go? It took y'all like an hour to get over there. Did y'all get lost? Trying to find McDonald's at 6 in the morning?
Of course McDonald's is closed. There's no 24-hour McDonald's.
Yeah, there is a 24-hour McDonald's. Only in some places, the one that's
not here in town.
The one near Nomad, 24 hours. The drive-through is only 24 hours, though.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ronald McDonald gonna get his. Shit, that clown gonna get his fucking money one way or another.
You just gave me this image of Ronald McDonald slapping around one of the fry guys going, bitch, where's my money?
Where is it? Where is it, ho?
Beating Grimace down.
Do you have anything you want to talk about? Because I don't know, man. I have nothing, at least movie-wise. I can talk about how the weekend went down.
And I guess that's what we should probably be doing, is talking about how the weekend went down.
For people who are wondering, the weekend went down great. And I was very nervous about it before it started. And to hear people say that they left saying that one guy said this, and this is the tagline for the whole party. You know what I'm about to say too. One guy came up and told us, I ain't gonna say his name because some people don't think this is crazy, but he's like, look, man, I was in Las Vegas and I nailed 2 hookers. And this is still better than that shit. And I was like, so spill.com is better than nailing 2 hookers.
That's supposed to be.
I think he had some shitty hookers.
I would have to kind of agree.
Those hoes were cheap. But
I
no.
guess for him, the better than sex rating ain't all that.
Yeah, no, better than sex means shit. No, I won't leave that alone.
Better than sex means you're willing to pay $200 for it.
I'm gonna leave him alone because I ain't gonna harp on him because he was a real cool guy. I had to hold my tongue. I was making a really bad joke about him, but he's a good guy, and everybody. There are people who are still staying here, and they're like, shit. I think I'm gonna move to Austin because I think that we throw parties every weekend.
I think those people need to get fucking jobs. I think somebody needs to employ Nick Hodges very quickly.
Nick. Oh, Nick looking at you like, motherfucker, that's it. You talked about my ass
enough. He's been here like 8 weeks already.
What's that? What the hell?
Back to talking about McDonald's again.
You been asleep.
He's like 5 minutes behind it. So it's like the time travel in Spillio.
I know.
He's like popping in time. He's gonna come back and make a comment here in a moment about a joke I'm telling 45 minutes from now.
This dude fell asleep and woke up talking about McDonald's. He just got the joke.
You said somebody needs to employ Nick Hodges.
Oh, okay. Sure. That's a long stretch right there. That's like going through the drive-through McDonald's 5 times trying to get that joke. But no, my man, how you doing? He's like, man, now he's mad. Looking, fuck y'all, man. He was telling us how cool we were earlier. Now he's like, fuck y'all, man. I didn't get my McDonald's joke. Y'all ain't cool no more. But no, I really do thank everybody that came here, and I'm glad that every event worked like we anticipated. Now, this was the first thing that we had done. And this was kind of the testing ground to see if this is something that we should do again. And being that it did come off successfully, I am planning on doing something bigger next year. Now, let me run some ideas by you. And see what you think since I have you here. I've been talking to people about this tonight. People have heard me mention this, but for next year, you tell me what you think. I am thinking about planning now, and I'm going to try and pitch this to our company. And what I want to do is get some sponsorship because I want to actually start doing this probably in June before the summer movies come. And the reason why I want to do that is to see maybe, now this is pie in the sky thinking, but getting some guests, like maybe a director or an actor or someone who wants to like promote the film. And then if we can get those people, and more than one, we'll like do some panels with them throughout the weekend. And then I want to do a Spill Film Festival where you submit a 5-minute or shorter film. It can be animated or it can be live action. Only catch is that it has to be under 5 minutes and 5 minutes under, and it has to be about our characters. And I'm telling people this now so you can start, no matter what we do, I know we're going to do this next year. And if we do that, I want to, throughout the year, show snippets and little chunks of what people have submitted. Not show the whole thing because we're going to show the films in their entirety at the festival. So far, what do you think about this?
It all depends on the execution. It could, it's one way or the other. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. So it's so good. No, I
mean, you're excited about one of your ideas?
Yeah,
that's
man.
so weird.
I know.
I've never known you to be that way.
I usually hate my ideas,
yeah.
But no. What would you suggest for next year? Then you were there. What would you say?
I don't know.
You don't have any suggestions at all?
Not right now. It's fucking 3:30 in the fucking morning, and I haven't even thought about it.
Okay.
So what was your favorite moment or favorite thing that happened this weekend? Like the thing that just sticks out in your mind is the most amusing thing that happened to you.
Besides that hooker comment?
Well, is the hooker comment your favorite thing of the weekend?
No. Actually, my favorite thing is how it all accumulated Saturday night, which was last night for us as we're recording right now, and how everybody showed up. We had more people than we actually had at the two earlier events, and everybody had a really good time. I mean, everybody just kind of...
Saturday night or Sunday night?
Saturday night. I'm sorry, yeah, it's Monday night, but Saturday night at the party, at the actual party at Nomad, how it just came together, man. It's like everybody kind of became very close with each other because they had been meeting each other throughout the day. They seemed to celebrate that this was an actual community, and they got to see that firsthand when they were hanging out with each other. And also that people just kind of like last year, people kind of, they were kind of scared to like let loose, but this year people were dancing. We had really cool DJs running our logos behind them in pictures, and
those DJs fucking sucked, man.
Well, they had.
I requested some Taylor Swift, and they had no Taylor Swift.
Really? Because I wanted Hannah Montana, and I was like, they were like, what?
Hannah Montana.
No, they had
Taylor Swift.
They had people dancing. Now, the only thing I didn't like was that for some reason I told them this because they did a lot of world music, and I know it's not what I would have wanted ideally, but it was a lot of different people there.
But they were cheap.
No, it wasn't that because they were there already. No, it was like they were there already. It would have been hard to get another DJ in there because they were booked, and I just said, you know what?
What about DJ Kent Aaron?
He was busy.
He puts DJ in front of his name. He's got to be able to spin something.
His iPod wasn't charged that night. But no, those guys, what I'd liked about them is that they actually got people dancing, and it was kind of music that was generic enough to, when I say generic, it was universal enough for people to do that. But you know something? What I did not like is that throughout the night, they had Africans dance on the screen, and people like saying, and they kept coming to me like, what the fuck are these Africans on the screen for? And I was like, yeah, shit. I was like, I want them the same thing. I was like, I didn't request this, and they told me they're going to do that. And I was like, you know what? I know you guys do your world music thing, but can we not like show all the videos and shit? And they just said, fuck it, we're going to do it anyway.
They pulled the Corey Coleman and said, fuck them. We're going to do it anyway.
You're goddamn right. So they're my heroes. They did a good job for what it was worth. And whether you like the music or not, people were dancing. The music became lively. And here's the other part that I like. I like that people came out on Sunday, which was technically yesterday, for the picnic. We had about 50 people show up for the picnic. And that is where everybody just truly bonded. I mean, people got together and they remembered the good time they had throughout the day on Saturday. And they just seemed to really connect, man. And it was really flattering to see all these people come out there and show their appreciation for what we had done. And to really know that we did not do this to feed our egos or to just have people come out and appreciate us, but to really make this for them. And, I quietly, and I'm not even joking, man, when I saw these people doing that, I quietly went off and got choked up. I was like, wow, this is really moving for me. And to know that we've done this so well that people were willing to fly out from other countries and cities to see this. So I really think this thing went off.
I question their sanity.
Yeah, well, that too. But if it didn't go off very well, I would have been questioning it more. But being that they came off pretty good, I was like, wow, this has been one of the highlights of my year, if not the highlight. And I can't wait to do it next year. So, strip club was pretty fun last night too. Boy.
I haven't heard any stories from that yet.
Renegade bought a lap dance for me. Now I hate strip clubs. I do not like lap dances. And I've had 2 lap dances in my life. One from years ago for my birthday, in which I told the girl, "You don't have to do this," and she was like, "Well, I'll stay here to look like I'm doing something." And thank you for not being.
Yeah,
creepy.
well, I can understand. I mean, these girls are mostly college age, and that's just not your thing.
Yeah, no, they usually.
Like, you need to go to a cougar strip club where there's like 50-year-old women popping out of their bras.
You need to go to a new joke club. I mean, shit. This is
a new joke club for me.
God damn. Yeah. But no, I don't like. It makes me uncomfortable, and it's for a very selfish reason. It's like if a girl's topless and she's down to her thong and she's grinding on me, we fucking, and I'm not paying $20 for it. And so last night when Renegade got me the lap dance, I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'm having a good time. And the girl sat down on my lap and we talked for a little bit. And I love what Nick Hodges did. Nick Hodges told like some of these strippers before, it's like, yeah, look, I'm from Hollywood. I'm a producer, and this girl came over and she's like, "So I hear that you with this crew here." I'm like, "What crew?" She's like, "You're from Hollywood. You're an actor." And I was like, "All right, you know what? Cut the bullshit, okay?" I was like,
Did you Charlie Bravo Nick Hodges?
No. What? How? We're in a strip club. What the fuck? The girls gonna go anywhere they see a 20 in somebody's hand. Shit, Charlie.
What? You've never gotten play from a strip club?
You know
before?
what? I've dated strippers, but not that I got dates from them from the club. And I've dated one waitress.
Really?
Yeah, you don't believe this? Oh man! And I dated one girl who was a waitress at a strip club, and it only worked one time where I was like not paying attention to the girl. She came up and she's like, "So you're not into the girls?" I'm like, "No, I'm just not in a strip club." She's like, "Hey, we should talk sometime," and then we end up like talking and
I've picked up a girl from a fucking strip club.
Oh, lordy dog! Great for you. I mean, no, I haven't. What am I supposed to tell you? I haven't done that. So, but how did you do it? So, you know what? That's a good thing. Tell the people how you picked up a stripper from the strip club, because it hardly happens for anybody. I mean, now when I say
I can't even tell you because it was not hard.
Okay, and what gay club was this at? No, man.
There are
look,
gay strip clubs.
I know, man. Don't act like you haven't been. No, really.
Don't act like my joke don't make no sense.
No, really.
Fuck you.
No, because I want to know, man. You picked up a stripper from a strip club. What did you do? Did you
just fucking talk to her? I don't fucking know.
Okay, shit. A lot of good that does everybody because they do a lot of talking. They don't get shit. Well, shit, man. Good for you, man.
Honestly, I can't tell you. That's why I was surprised. I was like, yeah, I mean, you put time into your game. I don't fucking have game, and that's why I was like, fuck. How have you not done that? I don't know.
Maybe I don't go to enough strip clubs. It's like I don't go there, as many times as other people do. But I mean, hey, look, last night this girl was giving me a lap dance, and I told her to cut the shit because I know that, she was just feeding me a line and like tell me, you pulling that shit like, "Oh, you're from Hollywood." I was gonna be like, "Whoa, yes." I mean, if I tell I'm an actor, I'm fucking. It wasn't like that. So she's
pretending to be into you. You can pretend to be,
and that's where I told her. I said, "Look, baby, I'm not from Hollywood. You're full of shit. You don't have to do this right here. I don't even like lap dances, so you can go somewhere else if you like." And she's like, "No, don't worry about it. Let me handle this." And I don't know what the hell she did, but she moved around and did something. I got a hard on right then and there. And I was like, and she let me grab it like more than a stripper would. And the guy sitting next to him, now I'm not going to say whose name is either, but he saw that shit happening. Now you saw what I saw. And he saw me like grabbing her and shit. And I don't know what he got into, but he reached over and grabbed her nipple. And that bitch turned around and smacked that motherfucker so hard. And he really did. Like, he's been cool and he's been confident, but that was one moment where he was like, "I'm sorry." And she's like, "Don't you ever do that again." I ain't gonna say his name because he's been a real cool guy. He was really cool.
Once the mic's off, I gotta fucking hear who the fuck did that shit.
Oh, they'll tell you, man. Yeah, and I was looking at him like, "Fuck, man!" I'm like, "Why did you do that?" Because I thought he was gonna die. That's the kind of touch where two big ass Negroes should have been beside him at that moment and threw his ass in a dumpster outside. And I thought he was gonna grab me with him, and I was just like, "Shit!" Now he's gonna get us kicked out. But no, it worked out fine, and she was real cool, and I was just like, I ain't changing the Leon or nothing, but I was like, God damn, that lap dances. Maybe they're not what I think they are. You know, yeah.
That's what I love about Leon, man. He is the coolest fucking cat, and he walks through the door of a strip club, and he fucking becomes like King Pimp.
Oh, and people, is he lying? No. Yeah,
he just becomes just sheathed in this whole new layer of cool.
Oh yeah,
it's just like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
No, I found out that
what's that? Oh, yeah, he changes, man.
Dude, the first time we went, you know, it was me, him, and Cyrus was all broken up about, having broken up with a girl, and we all go to a strip club together. It's like, look, man, we gotta get him some titty. And we all sit down, and all of a sudden, just Leon transforms, and it's like, what the fuck is this? And we're like, we've never seen this side of him. He's different. And he's got like 2 women at a time, and he's just throwing around 20s like it's nobody's business.
Oh,
he's like, I'll be back. Where are you going? Get more 20s.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going on here? And but it's a thing of beauty.
And when he disappears, it's not like, I'll be back. I mean, it's like he'll be back in 3 hours. You know, it's like they told him when I came in, people were just kind of like, Corey, you're right. He disappears and we don't know where to find him. The place is not that big. It's like there's another dimension in a strip club that he only has the doorway to.
It's the special Leon jerk-off space.
Yeah. you know, what was that show? Stargate. It's like when you got a big circle that's a dimension. That's his VIP section, a big old fucking vortex.
Except it's not a circle. It's a
fucking diamond in the shape of a vagina or some shit.
It's a stripper's vajayjay.
Yeah. And when he comes in, people they know him. The doorman is like, "Oh, Leon, good to see you again, sir. The usual ass." You know, he comes in, he's like, "Yes, please."
Hell no, not the usual ass. Bring me some new ass.
Yeah, and if you ever catch him in the corner with a stripper, I mean, he's having some deep conversation. I don't ever know what he's saying to them, but those strippers are transfixed. I mean, they like the strippers are normally like, yeah, whatever. But he's saying some deep shit, but they're like, yes, I know what you're talking about.
and that glazed smile he has on his face.
Oh,
isn't that the coolest expression ever?
He goes into hypnosis at certain points. I've only seen it twice with him when he's about to spoil the end of a movie when he's looking at a stripper and he put him in front. I think at this point you don't even need a stripper. Just put a stripper pole in front of him and he will just stand there for days and not fucking move.
Well, that's because he can see the extra dimensional strippers, asshole. Motherfucker's magic.
Yeah, no, I don't know, but it's fun going with him. I mean, really, if you go to a strip club, go with Leon. I mean, that is the guy you have the most fun with, and we're joking around with him.
He is the king wingman.
Oh yeah, no, really, we're making fun of him, but it was lighthearted fun because he is the guy to really go with. He actually made my night, man. I saw him and I was like, wow, thank you for capping off the night like this because people are happy. I walked to the strip club, all these motherfuckers were grinning, all the women, the guys, everything. And who was the chick from Leog that was getting a lot of strip? Christian was like, I don't know what kind of lap dance she had, but it was enough to make her think, like, you know what? I think I'm lesbian.
Well, it was either that or one of the Spill members that was hanging around her all night last night.
Yeah, that probably didn't. That probably helped out a little bit too.
There was a special game that Jason was playing with her. That was a lot of fun. He kept sending the some of the more fun members of the Spill following over in her general direction, and that was a lot of fun.
Wow,
that was interesting to watch.
I can only guess, really. I think I have a clue who you're talking about, and I ain't gonna call them out. But yeah, there's some. There
was more than one. That was the beauty of it, because she had made a joke about how she was gonna get all the free drinks she could for the night, and she kept looking at Jason and giving him that look, like I don't have a drink in my hand, and so he'd find the creepiest motherfucker he could find and send him on over.
Oh man, that's the kind of shit that make me say, bitch.
It was fucking awesome to watch. It was so much fun.
I hate
Leon people. They're mean to each other, man.
I'm gonna just say right now,
they make us look like best fucking friends.
Do they? Because that's fucked up, man. That's the kind of shit I don't like. You know,
it's beautiful.
I wish I would have been there. I say, here, man, take this drink and throw it back in that bitch's face when you get back. That's how. I would have.
He sent a lot of different people over, which it wasn't all bad. But,
I would have been like, you know what? I would have said, hey, man, you want to know how you really get laid? You throw drinks in bitches' faces, man. That's how you gonna get her. That's what a real man
notes,
does.
Mexicano?
Yeah, he's like, hell yeah. Mexicano, man. Let me tell you something. This is the other thing that's really heartfelt. Not only does he have a fine ass girlfriend because he's showing me pictures. Unless you download that shit off the internet, that's a stranger. You know how people buy pictures at Walmart, like picture frames. Lonely people, and they put them up on the shelf and they keep the pictures in there. Like, oh yeah, that's my mother right there. It's like, motherfucker.
If it's a picture on the internet, I don't fucking believe it.
Well, no, you got a really good looking girl, man, and I have to say that he's like, man, I'm really missing my girl, and this is there's times where something so cool happens that it's a distraction, but I'm like you, man, I see why you missed that girl. Shit, I'm thinking about taking a bus back to Chicago. I'm thinking about taking a plane and beating your ass there and find out where she is. But no, what's really heartfelt, man?
No, he'll really do that.
No, yeah, I will.
You don't understand.
Yeah, tomorrow. I'm thinking about it. When you leaving?
Tomorrow at 2.
Let me check JetBlue real quick. No, man. Mexicano. Now this is what's so heartfelt. Mexicano is from Chicago, and he took the Greyhound bus here, and the Greyhound ain't no fucking joke, man. I mean, that's a 24-hour bus ride. And to ride the Greyhound bus to come here, that's like going through the fire of Mordor and shit. I mean, that is really cool, man.
One does not simply walk into Mordor. He takes Greyhound.
He takes the Greyhound, yes. And
although I hear Chuck Norris simply walks into Mordor. He's the one guy.
Yeah, and walks back out to tell people about that shit.
Fucking ninjas back there, man.
Man, that is really cool, man. I'm telling you, I am. When you told me what you did, I was like, wow, that is the fact that you went through all that trouble to come here, and it is trouble on a Greyhound bus. I don't care what you say. He even came here and said, man, fuck Greyhound. He ain't just saying about the bus. He's like, next time I see a fucking Greyhound dog, I'm gonna choke that motherfucker, man. That's how much I hate that fucking bus. I'm gonna throw a dog in the front of a bus next time I see it. Yeah. Bam! But no, thank you so much, man, for showing up here. He brought his computer here tonight because we're gonna look at his artwork. He's one of the greatest artists we have on the site, and he's very quick and very funny. So, thank you for coming, man. Thank you so much.
So, my memory from the party, because I haven't talked about that yet. No, actually, there's one moment that I just have to share with you guys, which just made me. I was laughing about it all night. I was talking to a couple of the Spilios. It's I believe it was the guys from Midland. There's a group of guys who came in from Midland, Texas.
Oh yeah.
And we were just talking. We're shooting the shit, and we get around to talking, and I'm like, so you guys gonna try to hook up or anything tonight? And they're like, man, it's real slim pickings here tonight. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's women all over the place. And the guy looks at me and he goes, man, look, there's only a couple girls here who are my type. And he points. He goes, I do that girl and maybe that one over there. And I pointed to the girl he said he do. I go, that girl right there? And he goes, yeah. And I go, my wife? And he goes, dude, you should take that as a compliment. And I was I do. I just wanted to watch you fucking sweat.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was that was kind of an amusing, because just to look at his face, he looked scared shitless, and it was awesome.
And he did walk out with her for a little bit, so I mean, you might want to call that dude up and smell his finger or something. I mean, but man, no, that's cool, man. That's your greatest memory out of all the shit that happened. That's it.
Well, no, that was the funniest thing that happened last night. No, there were a lot of really cool fucking people there last night. So and we got to watch Fish score some points with a girl, and
really,
yeah,
Little Fish, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Good for him, man. Little Jason Fisher.
Yeah, little Jason Fisher. And then of course there was that really cool drawing that everybody was drawing on. Did you see that thing?
Yes, the jam drawing where everybody
even
drew some stuff. No, I know. I saw that. I saw yours. You drew a dick with your goatee and hat on it.
No. I just drew a dick. Because I was like, they're like, draw whatever, and I'm like, all right, here you go. And then Fish came by, and he's like, who drew the dick? And they're like, Carlisle. Well, shit, it's got to have glasses and goatee then. And sure enough, he drew it up to look like me.
And then somebody drew an octopus from that. It was like, so you are the dick tentacle of an octopus now.
Knock the fuck off.
Yeah.
That's imagination.
Yes, it is. And Nate was the one that brought that, and he laid that down. Nate is is one of the members on the site who's a brilliant artist, man. I mean, really brilliant. And I'm amazed that he says, yeah, you know, I do Photoshop stuff to like erase things in the background. I was like, you draw and that's your living, you erase things. I mean, what's the fucking irony in that? I mean, the guy is he could work for like he could do an image graphic novel and they would accept it today if he had a strong story enough with it, because his imagery is great. And he brought there, and he, you know, he's cool about it. He's like, you know, I'm not going to just show off my stuff here. I'm hardly going to even draw on this. This is for everybody else to do. And what he's going to do is he's going to take that and make high resolution images of them and put them on the site. Cause he did another one at the picnic today. So, but when I saw that dick, that's the first thing I saw. And I started laughing. I was like, you know, and the thing is, I just saw dick, not the whole goatee and mustache. I just like, that's Carl Albert. But no, it was good, man.
It was too PG, man. I mean, I look at that thing, it's like, this doesn't belong on Spill. Spill is not a rated PG website.
Nah, man, it
was like a Care Bear short of being on a kitty room wall.
Yeah, and then when
it needed some penis,
and it's like when you do that,
it needed a big old cock.
Yeah, and after you drew that, it shit just got nasty. Like somebody drew the ejaculation from the penis and all.
Oh, that was
shit. Yeah, I was like, God damn, man, look at this shit here. Look at this bullshit. Except that it was like your real ejaculation. It wasn't a drawing. I'm like, why is this shit stuck to the table right now?
Because I'm serious about my art, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like you put your penis in match with the penis on there and like jerked off, and it was like explosion. What's that?
It was actual size.
Actual size, yeah.
That's right. Fully erect too.
Trying to
took some work.
I know. Trying to find that shit. He traced it, yeah, he did a dotted line and shit. And trying to find that shit was like trying to find Waldo and shit. Except I found Waldo before I found his dick on there. But nah, man, it's, you know, I don't want to belabor the point here, because we still have a couple more podcasts where we're probably going to talk about this. You know, I know co-hosts are going about this for a long time, and
really, you're going to go on about something for a long time?
For hours.
Like for 3 fucking hours?
No, for 3 days. We're going to have a podcast palooza of our own.
Jesus is going to die. You're going to do the podcast, and he's going to wake up and come out of the cave before you're done with the podcast.
And he's going to look at us and be like,
fucking long
and he's going to say, fuck, man, y'all still recording? He's going to hang himself on the cross after saying how long we're recording. Fuck, I can't take this shit no more. But nah, man, we're going to talk about this some more. But while I have everybody sitting in this hot-ass room here, man, and then you get to see how the recording's being done, I just want to
see how ghetto this shit really
exactly
is.
Y'all thought this shit was like we were in a recording studio, like, you know, like Tupac and shit. You know, it's like one computer right here and a couple of cheap ass microphones. You too can make a podcast. But while we have all you people here, man, in my home, and like I never thought like by the end of the party that there would still be this many people hanging around in my fucking home. Thank you so much for coming and being so hardcore about this. You made this a wonderful experience, and
now get the fuck out.
And now get out.
Bye, everybody.
But I have to tell you, we've made some good friends. We saw some people again from last year, and last year it was just people at a bar. We were competing with the UT football game.
Yeah, you chose the night of an away game, so all the bars on 6th Street were just filled.
Except for the bar that we were supposed to be in. The bar, that's the thing. We filled the bar that we were in. There were only 3 people watching that fucking game, and they were turning that shit up.
You're high.
Yeah, I am
No,
right now. What else?
There was like 24 of us there total for the party last year, and the entire bar was filled with people wearing orange shirts watching the game.
No, we had more. First of all, we had more than 24 people because we counted. We had like close to about 60-something people.
Last year?
Yeah, that came and went. We
there
counted.
Weren't 60 people.
Yeah, there were. We counted, man. We actually had people like at its peak when we had like including all our friends and everything. Yeah, we filled that back. And the reason why they had the game going is because they forgot that we were supposed to do a fucking party there. Even though the guy told me, I told some people this already. There was a guy named Ward, works at Mother Egan's, and I told him, I said, Ward, you know what? I'm trying to find a place to have a party. I know that you're a bartender, you know a lot of people. What should we do? And he's like, I mean, what should we do? When's your party? I said, it's on this date. Fucking here, man. You doing it here? I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing it here. I plan everything, come back a couple of weeks later, and I was like, well, Ward, we got a head count. We got people coming. Coming for what? Coming for the party. What fucking party are you talking about? I was like, the party you told me to have here, motherfucker. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, I hope you don't mind a TV in the back where we're showing the game. Is that okay? I'll bring some food and shit. And it's like, well, what am I going to do at this point? And so we're sitting there trying to like we have a DJ who's like competing with the game. Like they're turning shit up. Like he turns this shit up a little bit. The people get pissed off and they turn their TV up a little bit more. And it was just like it was like nothing, man. Just like people hanging out at a regular bar. But this year, we made this an event, and we had like shit going on all day for people, and the next day too. And like I said, I was more than happy to do it. I'm not gonna eat for a couple of months, but that's all right. Ramen's cheap. I'll get by. But every penny I spent was worth it for this, and I really can't thank you guys enough. Now we got some people who need to leave at about 4:30 because you guys are catching the plane.
What time is it now?
It is 4 o'clock. It's 3:57.
So then it sounds like it's time for email.
Yeah, but instead of
it's email live.
Email live. So if anybody has a question at all, I mean, we'll be more than happy to answer. He's like, "Well, I'm here."
Well, my question, I don't know if you guys will know the answer to this, but I'd like to know how much of a film's box office take makes it back to the studio.
Well, I think him and I have two different opinions on this, but you can go ahead and say.
Well, I mean, it really depends. Every film is different. They negotiate different rates on percentages that they get from the actual box office take itself, from the theaters. Then there's also the amount. Every film, sometimes directors and cast get a section of the net or the gross, and that depends from film to film. So there's always a completely different amount that's going to go back to the studios to pay back the costs.
That's not exactly what I wanted to know. What I mean is from...
So fuck you now.
No, I mean from the actual theater itself, what makes it back?
Well, if you're talking about the theater chain, normally for like let's just set a standard here, a big blockbuster movie. For a film like that, I heard that for the theaters to get their money for showing the film, studio usually gives them like 40% of the gross.
It depends.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's typical for a blockbuster.
Every film is literally different, where they negotiate different rates when they offer the film. Like if it's a film that the theaters really want and are going to bid over, because there are rules about only a theater within a certain zone can have a film. They'll offer different percentages, and sometimes theaters will bid on percentages. So literally, some films they don't make any money off of. They only make concessions, and some films they only make 10%. The theaters only make 10% off of, and some have 40 or 50%.
That's what I'm saying. Like a typical answer for like a blockbuster, because that's what we go for. Like when you're thinking like percentages and shit.
But there's no industry standard.
Yeah, no, there's no.
The theaters get 25% and the studios get 75%. It changes from film to film.
Okay, all right.
And that's why they always say like it costs so much to make a money back, because they typically it's 40% for the people get their money back on the film. It's 30% for advertising and shit. I mean, it's when you hear that, you like wonder why people even keep making fucking movies. Man, it's like nobody's making money on this. But and you tell me, movies are kind of like just commercials now for the DVDs that are coming out? If you're talking about like your typical studio film, I'm not talking about some small budget independent film.
It really depends. Sometimes it is all about the box office. But yeah, there's sometimes where they'll just dump a film just to promote the DVD, so that people will know that it was a big budget film and not direct to DVD. But
all right, anybody else got anything? Everybody's like, man, it's fucking 4 a.m. I ain't got no goddamn question. Oh, well, come here. Come on over here, man, and tell people who you are.
Hello, my name's Jonathan.
And Jonathan's the one that brought Orlando. Orlando's over here like, man, ask your goddamn question. Let's go. I'm tired. Like, oh, Jonathan, how you doing? You've been having a good time at the party, man. You like the most energetic person at the party.
Great time at the party. I regret going home. But I was just gonna say, like, the most funniest thing I saw at the whole party to make everybody jealous. It was well, you probably put it on your picture, and it was the Let's Do This video game.
Oh yeah.
And it was a part where Corey gets the power up, and he turned to Black Wonder, and the way he grabbed this Goomba and fucked his thoughts. It was just so like it was a masterpiece. It was like watching art. Like
you know
watching
what?
Butterfly.
Fuck that video game. Fuck that video game hard.
Man.
Tell them about the name dropper.
Oh man. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Okay. First of all, what my man Jonathan is talking about, and we'll put it up on the page, is and this is what made me think we should have like a Spill Film Festival, because we just have too many talented people. A guy made a video game for Let's Do This, and it has co-host and I trying to stop the spoiler. and it's mocked up to be like Super Mario Brothers. So we're scrolling across the screen.
Leon's
Super Mario
in it.
Brothers.
Cyrus is in it. Corey's in it. Co-host is in it. Who's not fucking in it?
You are.
I'm not in it.
You were General Akbar. You had on a disguise. No, the part where he comes up and says it's a trap.
Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar. You know, you were
Admiral
him.
Akbar pops up and goes, "It's a trap." Even Admiral Akbar gets a shout out in that fucking game. I don't get in the fucking fuck that game.
I didn't make it, man. You taking that on me? I didn't make the game, but it was truly inspired though, and so he's taking quotes and shit from Let's Do This. It's one big in joke, but it's a fun in joke if you know it. And one of the things that we always say on the show is "fuck your thoughts," and of course I have the reputation for fucking anything that moves. So you know, so they have,
it's only a reputation.
Yeah, I would, because I will even fuck a video game apparently, and so you know, a little in Mario Brothers, what they call the Goombas, yeah, the little Goombas are running, and when I say fuck your thoughts, I actually pick up one and my pants are down and I fuck this little little video game character. And I'm looking at this, even I caught it late. I watched it like 3 times and I was laughing. I was like, and I saw it like, what the fuck? and
that is the best moment in the game.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's truly inspired, man.
Fuck that game, seriously.
Well, maybe, hey, but you know what? He said that he's making a sequel. I'm sure that you're going to have something in there. Now, these guys came up with some funny shit. Now, you want to know what you included on? Okay.
The name dropper.
Yes. Have you heard about
the name dropper? I'm like, yeah, that's a Carlisle joke.
Oh, yes, it is. So we got
that's an old Carlisle. You did a comic strip of that, like 5 years ago?
I did.
Yeah.
Man, you a name dropping motherfucker. You've been doing this shit for a long time.
I know a lot of names.
I guess so. And you dropped those motherfuckers too. Shit.
No, I slammed that shit right down on the table.
I know, like dominoes. Shit. Eli Rowe. Bam. But so we.
Bam. Spend a night on 6th Street drunk with Shia LaBeouf. Bam.
But we are talking about making a short of the Black Wonder, and his challenge is to go out and stop the spoiler. And we're characters who don't know that these are our secret identities. Like, these are the characters we are. And the thing that we're going to do is Cyrus is the guy that works at the bar. He's like Q from James Bond, you know, like Huggy Bear with all the information. So you go to the bar and he's telling everybody the spoilers on the run.
Okay, is he Q or is he Huggy Bear?
He's a combination of both.
Completely different individuals.
He's Huggy Bear with weapons and
Huggy Bear is
secret
fucking
shit.
Cool. Q is some stuffy British guy, and nobody likes the Brits.
There's no reason why you can't bring them together, man.
There he is.
I know.
Yeah, you get a lot of ladies while you were here, Nick. It's a dry well. Yeah, because Corey's fucking fucked it dry. That's why it's a dry well.
Ha ha. But no, so we want to make this thing where we're these heroes doing this, and of course at the end, like after I defeat the spoilers, like my next foe is the name dropper, and you drop names like you throw Chinese stars. It's like when you say somebody's name and you talk about I've hung out with Quentin Tarantino, you stab somebody with that shit. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna have a good time doing that, but. All right, we're getting close. Tell you what, we'll answer a couple of more questions. Anybody else got anything at all? They like, I know people like, we just want to get the fuck out. Yeah.
Who fucking said that? Who is getting their balls stomped into the fucking floor asking a goddamn Dark Knight question on a Coco? That's why we have the long rambling let's do this. You do not ask those fucking questions in this dojo, motherfucker.
You know what? You guys might as well get your plane right now because we're going to be here for another 2 hours.
God damn.
No, we're not. We're going to be
Dark Knight.
We're about to be done. We're going to do one more question here that we'll read, and then we'll be done because I'm going to hang out in the pool and drink some champagne. It's fucking hot in here. Oh. Mexicano's over here already. He's already got started.
That's right.
See, Mexicano's fast. He's over there sketching the name dropper right now. He drew a picture of the name dropper jumping at the screen like Quentin.
Fuck yeah.
I was wondering what he was over there so busy doing. Like, this motherfucker gonna be looking like Picasso and shit. All right, one more question, and then we're going to go ahead and stop this shit because I'm hot as fuck and I'm still drunk. Oh, man.
God, it's got to be an email question.
Yeah, just one. Just one. My goddamn email will work. Hold on, y'all. Okay, here we go. This comes from Phil, and Phil says,
Is it Phil Flash?
no, it's just Phil. Plain old Phil. I just want to know if there was ever a movie that you dug the shit out of, and he says it's Carlisle says, but towards the end, it pissed you off due to a shitty ending, twist, etc.
We answered this question a few months ago.
Man, we answer this question all the time.
We
you
do.
know? If somebody came into the thing late. No Country for Old Men. We'll just answer it real quickly. So,
See, I'm not even going to say that because every time that comes up, we've got like 3 or 4 douchebags that have to talk about No Country for Old Men again.
let them.
I don't want
Let
to talk
them
about that
have
fucking
it.
movie anymore. For fuck's sake, let's
here's
move on.
one. I've never seen
You know what? I hear
before.
there's a new movie out called The Dark Knight.
Please don't hate me is what this guy's name is.
Oh, God.
And he says, love your podcast. Sometimes when I'm bored, I just sit at my computer and listen to some of the old episodes of Akoko. My question
Thanks.
is,
When you're really bored and you got nothing better to do, we're your go-to.
yes,
Awesome.
Yes. Hopefully you flunk some classes too listening to us. When it comes to a bad movie, which do you think is worse? A movie that doesn't even try to have a plot, or a story made for cheap to try and make a quick profit? Or a huge big budget movie with some big names behind it that is completely stupid, loud, and annoying, and had expectations going into it, such as Transformers 2.
How are these different? These sound like kind of the same films.
I think let me see if I can clarify this. I think what he's trying to say is, which one do you think is worse? A bad movie that knows it's going to be bad and they don't care and they're just trying to like appeal to the audience that they know will like it, or a movie that's just trying to be more, including having a big budget and having these aspirations of having a cool story and whatnot, and completely fails at that. And I would say if a movie knows it's dumb, I might not like it, but at least I know where it's coming from, instead of something like Transformers 2, which tries to, I don't know, don't get the feeling that Michael Bay actually thought that this was some epic shit, and it ended up being like a loud, wasted amount of time for me. So
I have no idea. It's like that classic question: would you rather be hit in the nuts or punched in the face? I'd rather you not hit me at all. They both.
I'd rather be punched in the face because you hit somebody in the nuts. I mean, I don't know if you have never not been hit in the nuts.
I have a beautiful face, okay, and I don't, I don't want that shit messed with.
That's funny because
And I'm married, so my nuts are never on my person. They're at a jar at home.
and your face looks like nuts, so so it doesn't
Like
make any
truck
difference.
nuts.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that shit. All right, you know what? We're close to that time that we can go ahead and stop now. I want to hang out with my friends here, especially with some of them before they have to go.
And I want to get out of this funky smelling room is what I want to do.
Well, no. Damn, boy, you making friends wherever he goes. Carlisle on the move. Hey, good night, y'all.